Since 1867, students, faculty, and alumni from the College of Engineering at the University of Illinois have developed some of the world's most groundbreaking innovations and transformative new companies. Sound on film, the integrated circuit, the transistor, the light-emitting diode, the Mosaic web browser, plasma displays, magnetic resonance imaging, Digital Equipment Corporation, Siebel Systems, Respironics, Advanced Micro Devices, Flexingate, Netscape, PayPal, YouTube. It is nearly impossible to imagine contemporary society without these technologies and technology companies. Now more than ever, both the American economy and the larger global economy depend upon the innovations and new companies for which the Illinois engineer is justly renowned.
I think that the future of the American economy is going to be built on a foundation of new companies that don't yet exist, not the propping up of a lot of the dinosaurs that currently do exist. The only way those companies are going to get started is if students learn about entrepreneurship when they're younger, starting in school.
Technological proficiency, insatiable curiosity, a passion for solving problems, and a deeply entrepreneurial spirit have always been the characteristics of the Illinois engineer. Characteristics that have made Illinois engineers among the most sought-after employees and successful entrepreneurs in the world.
There is a kind of a presence that Illinois has out on the West Coast that is one of credibility. I mean, if you come out of University of Illinois, I think people presume that your education, training, and skills, at least in the technology world, are going to be pretty good.
Until the year 2000, the College of Engineering did not have an educational center dedicated to entrepreneurship, innovation, and technology commercialization. Alumni of the College of Engineering, keenly aware of the need for such a center, took a leading role in its creation.
The motivation came primarily from alumni. We had couple of alumni from the general engineering department who came to our department head and say we ought to do something around entrepreneurship.
Well, key to successful entrepreneurship is risk-taking, and by definition, when you're taking risks, you're significantly increasing the chance that you're going to fail. The higher the risk, the higher the chance of failure. And I think that traditional education probably lean towards teaching that success is the only acceptable outcome and that risk of failure should be avoided.
The thing that I wish I would have gotten in school was more inspiration to be an entrepreneur, because at the time, most people around me thought that starting a company was a pretty careless, bizarre thing to do that only really crazy people did.
I wish they would have had entrepreneurial education when I was in school, because when I came to Silicon Valley, I don't think I was completely prepared for the fast pace of business in Silicon Valley. And so I think it's a really good thing that they're doing this.
Led by Professor Raymond Price, the Technology Entrepreneur Center was established in 2000 with an ambitious mission to enhance an already stellar engineering education by providing students with courses, competitions, and other extracurricular experiences in entrepreneurship.
The TEC program, it was recognized in the college many years ago. I think we were one of the forerunners in this particular area that we want to imbue or impart onto our students issues about entrepreneurship and how to be entrepreneurial in whether it's in the college or whether it's in society at large.
I think the vision of what TEC could be is a lot of what it's done and what has happened on the campus. And it was to encourage entrepreneurship, plain and simple. It was to say we're pretty good at innovating, we're pretty good at creating new technology. The college has always been good at that. The various colleges on campus have been good at that. But we have not been very good at creating entrepreneurs.
From its modest beginnings in 2000 with one course in business plan writing, the Technology Entrepreneur Center grew quickly and now offers 13 courses. Over 7,000 undergraduate and graduate students have enrolled in TEC's courses in its first decade.
I think the best thing that we did during that time was to launch the certificate program and to increase the profile of the Engineering Entrepreneurship Lecture Series. Both of these were the beginnings of a curriculum sequence. Today there are 3 major certificates offered by this program.
TEC has undergone a lot of changes over the last 10 years. Under ICLOC, a number of exciting courses and certificate programs were developed, and building on the great work that ICLOC did, we've expanded the course offerings to include more offerings for undergraduate students, students that are interested in laboratory courses and getting credit towards senior design, for example. We've also included some courses that can evolve more directly to participation in startup activities, working closely with Illinois Ventures and some other entities.
So actually I'm taking their interdisciplinary senior design this semester, and so it's kind of a 2-part course where you get to work for a startup the first semester, and the second semester you get to work on a startup. So that's great. So I get senior design credit for working on Orange QC, my startup right now.
TEC's VDale COZAD new venture competition also provides students with incomparable experience in ideation, product development, business plan writing, and presentation skills. The COZAD competition has helped to launch dozens of student companies.
We started not knowing anything about the Technology Entrepreneurship Center or anything about starting a business at all, and all of a sudden we got involved, and it's just this whole microcosm of energy and help and mentorship, and it's really enabled us to take off. And the COZAD competition in particular has been really helpful. We got some real feedback on our project, on our business plan. And we were able to take that and use it, and then come back for the idea to product competition in St. Louis and win, and now we're going on to nationals. So it's been just a great experience all around.
COZAD really speeded up the process for me to get from idea to innovation to business, and they made me think about things that I wouldn't have thought about before. It was really nice getting the feedback and getting the experience to do elevator pitches and writing up business reports.
In recognition of the realities of Illinois' geographic location, TEC finds creative ways to bring students and entrepreneurs together. Illinois alumni have given generously of their time and talent, returning to campus as entrepreneurs in residence, lecturers, mentors, and competition judges, and sharing their experiences as entrepreneurs, angel investors, venture capitalists, and intellectual property experts.
I'm a huge advocate and supporter of the programs that TEC provides to students at the University of Illinois. I think the ways it helps them out are many ways. One is just giving raw tools to engineers in the field of entrepreneurship is incredibly helpful and important. 2 is building a network of resources for these students to learn from others who have come before them and have had great experiences, to meet like-minded other students so they could forge relationships for their future. All these ways are just incredibly helpful to the students.
Most recently, TEC launched the Silicon Valley Workshop, taking 25 students each year over the winter semester break to the Bay Area to meet Illinois entrepreneurs, visit incubators and successful startups, and to hear from some of the world's most notable and visionary innovators and investors.
Silicon Valley was great because I actually got to talk to venture capitalists, angel investors, people that had actually already made it happen, and it was a great experience not learning from a textbook but actually seeing people and interacting with them and how they actually start up a business.
Over the past few years, the Technology Entrepreneur Center has broadened its emphasis to expand students' understanding of creativity, innovation, and design thinking as underpinnings of entrepreneurship.
Most of the activities that we engage in at the Technology Entrepreneur Center are available to any student, undergraduate or graduate, in the university.
This has led naturally to outreach and collaborations with other units on campus, giving an even larger segment of University of Illinois students a greater competitive advantage.
Our design connects with the TEC in various ways. Some of our students take their classes, we enter their competitions, our students take part in their events and so on. We're also big participants in Innovation Week, which is an annual event that we've been involved with the TEC for at least the last 2 years and so on. So there's a kind of long-standing and very significant collaboration between us.
The TEC is hugely significant for my industrial design students. being involved with the tech opens up opportunities for the Lemerson Award, but also it helps the students make the connection between entrepreneurialism, new product development, and creativity.
I believe really strongly in interdisciplinary education, and what I mean by that is instead of a person being extremely deep in one topic, that they get exposed to related areas in education that can make their educational experience a lot more rich.
Campus leadership recognizes the importance of entrepreneurship education in economic development locally, statewide, nationally, and internationally.
I think entrepreneurship education is very important for the university's mission. It is a way of inculcating creativity among students, a way of getting students to think about new things, new ways of doing things, and really impacting society through their work.
Like the startup companies it helps launch, the Technology Entrepreneur Center's first 10 years were about initiative, experimentation, and growth.
It seems to me the integration of entrepreneurial ideas into what it means to have a liberal education in the 21st century is one of the places that entrepreneurial education will go over the next decade or so.
So TEC has been a positive addition to this college for the last decade, and we are looking at how we actually integrate it very well, even better than it is now into the college, looking at the spectrum of activities that we want to even introduce more, so that we can really say in another 10 years that TEC has risen above what it did for the last 10 years.
Looking to the next 10 years, we really need to build on that. And many of our alumni that have gone out and experienced the value of their Illinois education and can look back and see the things that maybe they wish that they could have taken part in while they were on campus. If they can get involved, participate in some of our activities, become active in the College of Engineering, become active in the Technology Entrepreneur Center, and I'm sure that the benefits of doing so will not only be incredibly rewarding for the students that participate with you, but also for the alumni that get engaged.
The future for the Technology Entrepreneur Center is as limitless as the creativity and intellectual capacity here at the University of Illinois.